Great. All right. Well, thank you so much for attending. My name is Elena Kropp. I am the Director of Programs at World Endeavors. Very excited to be talking with you all today, and I'm happy to help answer any questions anybody might have. Feel free to get in touch with me, directly or through Kelly. She is happy to forward any questions to me as well, of course. So thank you so much for being here again. I will be talking with you today about internships in 4 different locations, as well as touching on virtual internships. So a little bit about World Endeavors. We have been in operation since 2002. We've always been focused on providing experiential learning opportunities in an international context. So our focus is really on hands-on experience. So being able to really apply what you've been learning in your classes into a real world setting. So being able to take those skills outside of the classroom and apply them in real life. So we have been arranging internships and virtual internships, as well as volunteer programs and customized group programs. But we'll be focusing on internships and virtual internships today. Another of our main focus points is on immersion, both professional and cultural. And the way that we accomplish that is by placing you directly with international companies. So you are working side by side with locals who are experts in their area. So you're really gaining those real world professional skills from locals who are dedicated to the type of work that you're hoping to get into. It's an awesome way to really build your professional network internationally. You never know, where these connections can lead. So it's a great way for you to really take advantage of building those relationships and meeting as many people within the industry as you can to help you as you pursue your career in this field. Okay, so looking at internships abroad, we hear this all the time. You graduate from university and you're applying for jobs, and the jobs require so many years of experience, and you're like, but I can't get experience because I can't get a job. So doing an internship in your while you're in university is a really, really great way to kind of bridge that gap from a student to a professional. You can really point to that internship as relevant experience, and not only did you get your career experience, you did it abroad. So that's just providing you with extra not only hard skills that are applicable in your profession, but soft skills as well. From flexibility, adaptability, problem solving. I always think about when you are doing something abroad, it's kind of like learning in hyperdrive, because you're trying to figure out how everything works in this different society. Everything's just a little bit different. So trying to sort of put everything into context. Sorry about that, to have a little 2-year-old who is homesick today. So he's not feeling so good. Anyway, but he's okay. He's okay, but yeah. So this is a great way to really, get your foot in the door to pursue your profession and in an international context. Yes. So again, a little bit more about this. Just really great way to increase your credentials as you pursue your career and really stand out from others. Most people who I talk with who have done any type of international experience really say that that's a huge aspect of what they talked about in an interview when they've had successful interviews with companies. The companies are very, very interested in hearing about that international experience, because they understand that you can really, really learn and grow and mature a lot, learn a lot about yourself and really what drives you, what you're passionate about, so you can sort of emerge from that a much more focused professional. Yes. All right. So let's talk about some of our locations that we are working with Mason on. So the first location we're going to talk about is Atenas, Costa Rica. This is a new location with Mason this year, so we're really excited to be working on this one. Atenas is kind of in the foothills of the mountains. It's a really lush, beautiful green landscape. It's gorgeous. The locals are extremely friendly, so it's a great way to really get to know people in the local community and learn about what it's like to actually live in Costa Rica. You'll be living with a host family. And then you also have Spanish language classes included. So this is a really great program for students who are really prioritizing language learning as their part of their professional development experience. You know, if you want to use your Spanish in your profession, this is a really great program for that because it's very, very immersive. The next location we'll talk about is Prague in the Czech Republic. Prague is amazing. It's one of my absolute favorite cities in the entire world. Included with the program is a series of cultural orientation courses. So this includes some survival Czech language skills. Don't worry, you won't be expected to be fluent or know any Czech prior to going. It's not a requirement in order to be eligible for the program, but it can certainly help you to feel more comfortable as you navigate, you know, public transportation, doing greetings, things like that. It's good to have the basics of the local language and will make you feel more comfortable. And then there are also, you know, professional internship environment tips, things like that that are provided through the cultural orientation. It's really centrally located within Europe, which makes it a great launch point if you hope to do some additional traveling while you're interning abroad this summer. Super easy to get to, tons of neighboring countries, you know, hop over to Spain for the weekend or easily get to, you know, Austria, any of the neighboring countries. So really great location for that. It's also one of the most affordable European countries. So if you're really interested in Europe, this is a great way to go and kind of get big bang for your buck. Once you get there, there aren't huge, you know, costs of living when you're in country. So you'll be able to do a lot while you're there. The next location we'll talk about is Rabat, Morocco. It's located on the coast. It's really beautiful and kind of a dreamy location. This is a great program for people who maybe are studying certainly Arabic, but also who have French language skills. So Arabic and French are the official languages in Morocco. Certainly you don't have to have prior language experience for the programs, but if you are studying French, but you kind of want to do something a little non-traditional, maybe not go the France route, this is a great way to really utilize your language skills and develop some additional language skills as well. So Arabic language classes are included with the program. But you know, if you have that French language background, this is a really cool destination to consider. We have tons of internship fields available in Morocco, and along with, you know, our programs in Costa Rica, in Morocco, you will live with a host family. So it's a really immersive experience. You get really deep cultural immersion and the language immersion, and it's just an awesome program. Okay, and then Thailand. So we have programs in Bangkok, Thailand. Thailand is absolutely one of my favorite destinations to talk about. Our coordinator there is just amazing. She does a wonderful job of arranging really unique, one-of-a-kind internship placements. So we really focus on you, your specific interests, goals, your career aspirations, and then arrange a placement that really matches as closely as possible with those specific aspects about you. Alongside the internship placement, we do have Thai language classes included with the program. It's just 6 hours. So it's, you know, again, a little bit more of that survival Thai. It's a really fun class. It's the name of the company is a combination of play and learn. So really they are helping you to learn the basics so you feel comfortable greetings, navigating around, buying things at the market, things like that. And they actually take you out and you utilize your language skills during the classes. So it's a really, really fun experience. We also arrange host family stays in Thailand. A lot of our interns stay with our local coordinator. She has a guest house at her property. So you would likely be staying with, maybe another intern at the guest house. So it's a great way to really, be in a super comfortable environment and be with our coordinator, who loves to bring our interns along on the different cultural activities that she does on a regular basis. So that may be, almsgiving to the monks, or celebrating a local festival, a local holiday. It's just an awesome way to really get to know about the culture and really deepen your experience. And I didn't even talk about food, which, I mean, the food is unreal and so good. All right, so the fields that we offer, we really offer a huge variety of fields. If you don't see the particular field that you're looking for, I really would love to, hear about what it is that you're hoping to do, and would be happy to do an initial check with our coordinators to see about possibilities. We really enjoy finding those niche, really unique placements. So just let us know and we'll be happy to check into some options for you. So I have a few examples here of placements, just to give you kind of an idea of the types of placements that we can arrange. And I will just go through these pretty quickly. So here's an example of an international relations placement that we've arranged in Bangkok. This is with an organization that protects workers' rights. It's like a labor protection organization. They're the people that they work with, would be working with children's rights and education and preventing human trafficking. So some really serious issues that need to be addressed. And this organization has been working on these issues for a long time in country. The interns have worked directly with the founder and director of the organization. So really learning about not only how to address these issues, these complex issues, but also how to run a nonprofit, really what that's like, and networking within that field. Here is an example of an international business and marketing placement in Prague. So this is with an IT company. So interns have done, data analysis, market research, marketing strategy, working to expand the market, working on promotional presentations, updating company database and CRM, and then also doing some kind of outreach events at international networking events. Here's an example of a tourism and marketing internship in Morocco. So this is a travel company that markets to businesses as well as directly to consumers. So interns have done, work like creating collateral for the company, social media marketing, other outreach events, tourism conferences, things like that as well, and then liaising with vendors. And I'm just going to kind of cruise through the rest of these examples so we can go on to talk about virtual internships quickly, and then I also have a short video for you guys too. And then yes, here's some testimonials about past placements in a couple of these countries that we work with George Mason on. Okay, so virtual internships. I forgot to mention earlier that we're doing these internships with Mason in the summertime, and then virtual internships are in the fall semester, spring semester, and also over the summer. So virtual internships are probably something that you've been hearing about. During the pandemic, these really emerged. They were in the works for us before the pandemic, but that really created a catalyst for us to get these off the ground. So we've been really, really happy with our virtual internship programs. Essentially, these are internships that you can do from anywhere in the world as long as you have a computer and internet access. So we arrange internship placements with companies and organizations in 10 different countries. So Argentina, Australia, Costa Rica, England, Ireland, Morocco, Northern Ireland, Scotland, South Africa, and Thailand. And our programs are really focused on the NACE career readiness competencies. So NACE is the National Association of Colleges and Employers. They surveyed companies that they work with to understand really what are the professional skills that you're looking for in a new hire. How do you determine, who's going to be a successful hire straight out of college? So they came up with these 8 concepts that are really, what they see as someone who is very successful as they transition into their career. So professionalism and work ethic, communication, critical thinking and problem solving, teamwork and collaboration, digital technology, leadership, global and intercultural fluency, and career management. So included with the virtual internship program is a resume clinic. So you'll work one-on-one with your advisor to really make sure that your resume is ready to attract the types of companies that you would like to work for. We do a mock interview, so really interview practice, learn about maybe how an interview might be different with a company from a different country, what they would be looking for in that interview, the types of questions that they might ask. The Clifton Strengths Assessment, which is an online talent assessment that essentially gives you your top 5 strengths. So knowing your top 5 strengths really helps you to capitalize on those innate talents that you have and really focus on how you can really bring those skills, those innate talents that you have to your host company and really make an impact on your new team. Also included with the program is our career readiness program. So we'll do a baseline career readiness assessment to see kind of where you're at from the beginning on those 8 competencies, and then we'll kind of track the development as we go, really focusing on developing those through your internship placement. And then you'll also have a letter of completion or a certificate of completion, and then a reference letter from your host company, and then a LinkedIn recommendation, as well as a discount on future World Endeavors program abroad. So the fields are very similar to all the fields that we offer for in-person placements as well. Some are a little more difficult to do virtually, that are more hands-on, but again, please just let us know what you're interested in, or ask Kelly, for recommendations, and she'll share those questions with us, and we can always do a quick search to see if something really, really unique might be possible. Yeah, so I have a couple of more examples here of virtual internship placements that I'm just going to kind of give a couple seconds on the slide and then move on so we can get to the video and then have at least a couple minutes for questions before we have to wrap up at 2 o'clock. So, yes. Okay, so here's the video.
I think we're having some trouble hearing the video. I'm sorry.
Oh, are you not hearing any sound?
On my end, just a little bit, but not enough to understand it.
Okay, okay. Let's just, yeah, we will just skip the rest of the video and move on. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate that. Okay, all right. So does anybody have any questions? I'm happy to help answer any questions that you might have. And thank you so much for your time and attention today. I really appreciate it.